Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joanna and today is a good workout. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this workout. We're gonna try to use a little bit of equipment today to add as much resistance as we can, knowing that you're probably working out from home. So the equipment I'm using today, if you have none of this, it's totally fine. You can still do the workout, but I am using a band. This is just a cloth one. You can use those little thin rubber ones as well, if that's what you have. I'm using a pair of 10-pound dumbbells just for my shoulders for some little kneeling squats. Use whatever you have, but you could go heavy. And then don't make fun of me, but I'm using some ankle weights. These are my grandma's, and they're 5 pounds. That adds a lot to a simple like kickback movement. And then I'm also using a bench to step up on. So I know that sounds like a lot, but get yourself a chair, some dumbbells, a band if you have it. Ankle weights are optional, and let's get started. All right, we want to warm up the hips and the glutes a little bit first. So come to your hands and your knees, pull and tighten through your core, and we're just gonna pick a leg to start circling out and around. Push your hands evenly into the floor. Push your opposite knee, the kneeling knee, a little bit into the floor, and just sweep the knee up and around. So I'm going side and then turning the leg in. We're just gonna have some nice big sweeping circles here. I'm not going particularly bar style with this workout. Go ahead and reverse. So I'm gonna go straight back, open, and come through. Lots of core involved here. So we're not gonna go to tempo with the music. We really only have 5 exercises we're doing today, which is kind of nice mentally to wrap your head around. Go ahead and do the other leg. So we're starting with the side, wrap back, and around. So I think of this as 3 exercises, kind of for activation and warm up. And then we'll do 1 superset with 2 exercises. So that's a total of 5 exercises. So you can crush this, no problem. Go ahead and reverse your leg circling. My butt is already burning. Cool. We're gonna be just fine through this workout. I would encourage you to really dig in deep with your mind to muscle connection. Glutes respond really well with that added bit of focus. Okay, hips back, just for a nice little stretch. Maybe a little side to side wiggle through the hips, and we're gonna flip it over. Grab your band if you have one, any kind of band. We're gonna put it on top, right above the knees, and go ahead and lay down. And we're gonna attack our bridge today with a little bit of a different quality. So you can place your hands onto your lower stomach or by your sides. We're gonna go by percentages. So close your eyes and just listen to my voice for a second. Push a little bit of effort into your feet and squeeze your sit bones towards your tailbone to the center. And then just barely lift your tailbone off the ground. Okay, that's 1%. Now we're gonna build tension. So push into your feet, squeeze your butt harder, harder, harder. Maybe we're at 30, 40, 50, 60. As your pelvis lifts, your increase of tension increases as well. We're going 70, 80, 90, 100. Now, hips are already at the top. I just want you to squeeze your cheeks as hard as you can for me. Push your feet into the floor and press out just a little bit to maintain tension on your band. Okay, hold there. Relax your face, squeeze your butt harder, 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 harder. Hips tighter, tighter, tighter. Up, up, up. That's 100%. So now we're gonna go back down to 1 or to 0. So we're gonna go 90, 80, 70, 60. You're like letting the air out of a balloon. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 to 0. Oh, I got a hamstring cramp. Take a breath. Let's do it again. I'm squeezing really hard. So again, booty, cheeks are tight. Push into your feet. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Push out on the band a little bit. Squeeze, hold, hold, hold. Tight, tight, tight booty. Down 90, 80, 70, 60, 50. Let that air out of the balloon. All the way down to 0. Let's do that a few more times a little faster. So 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%, 100. Squeeze and hold. Down 90, 80, 70, 60. Somehow below 60 I can't count, so forgive me there. 2 more times. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Put everything you have into that squeeze. Push out on your band. Hold, hold, hold. Down 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. I did really good that time. Okay, squeeze up and hold. We're gonna go about to 50% and all the way back up. Okay, so think of relaxing a little bit and then squeeze and hold. relax a little bit, squeeze and hold. Every time I'm pushing my hips up, I'm also pushing out on the band. So glance down your own body, squeeze, push your hips to the ceiling, and push your knees out. Now, if you feel any tension at all in your back, you're going too high using your back. So think about dropping the upper rib cage, or the lower rib cage, I should say. Okay, so we're gonna take this a little faster, squeezing. Feet are still really pressing into the floor. You're thinking 50%, 100%. 50, 100. Every time you drive your hips up, push your knees out. So that way we get a little bit of your medial glute, which is the glute on the side, activated and pumping here as well. Okay, let's do 10 just a little bit quicker. 10, 9, close your eyes. 8, relax your forehead. 7, squeeze your booty as hard as you can. 6, push out on the band. 5, push your feet into the ground. 4, 3, 2, and I want you to stay at the top. Glance down your body, so open your eyes, and we're just gonna abduct. So open your knees a little bit and press wide against that band. Even if you don't have a band, you can still really feel this. Take your hands to the sides of your booty. Okay, we're gonna go a little faster for 20. 2, 3, 4, abs are tight. 5, 6, relax your shoulders. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great job. Drop your hips, hug your knees into your chest for just a second. Now, I'm gonna flip this over and grab my dumbbells. You can leave your band on your thighs if you have a band. We're gonna do what's called a kneeling squat. If you have funky knees, just make sure that you're on a softer surface. But I actually like this as a squat variation for knee issues. So as long as you're okay with the pressure down, we're gonna try this body weight first before we add our dumbbells. So let me face you to the front. I want you to open your knees just a little bit wider than your hips. Feet are together, and then squeeze and clamp your booty forward. Okay, I want you to connect in between your feet, push your toes together, push out with your knees a little bit on the band, and squeeze your butt forward. Okay, we're gonna take a big old hinge, so hands on the hip creases, hips back and to the heels. I'm really bringing my chest forward, squeeze and lift. Now you wanna get the same feeling. You can close your eyes as we were just doing on the floor with the bridge. So hips go back, glutes stretch and lengthen, squeeze up and in. Your hands can be on your butt, they can be in front, they can be behind the head or the ears, wherever they stay out of the way, and you're able to just focus on the glutes. Now, I don't know about you, if I throw this away and I go too fast, I lose the connection. So don't throw it away. Right here at the bottom, I want you to see if you can get your butt to jump. Ready? Contract your butt. Squeeze, push your knees into the floor. Let's do a few more. Let's do 5. Mindful. 4. If you're getting any funky clicks or anything through your knees, just shorten your range of motion. 1 more, and then I'm gonna grab the weights. Squeeze. I just love that. Okay, so 10-pound weights are going on my shoulders. Use whatever you have. So let's start at the top, full hip extension. Squeeze your booty, push your feet and your toes together, push your knees into the floor, tighten your core. So hips are going back, chest is coming way forward, up, squeeze, down, up. Let's bring in our breath. Let's think inhale, exhale. So let me explain the angle here, because this is gonna show up later when we do some angled step-ups. Squeeze. We're trying to angle enough to create a stretch and a lengthening in the gluteal fibers. That's a nice word, gluteal. So think of that, hinge forward and then squeeze. Picture your glutes on each side stretching and then contracting. Should you lean this far forward if you're doing a squat in a standing position? I don't recommend it, but this is a modified position, so we're allowed to modify. Okay, let's do 10 a little quicker, and then we're already done and activated and on to our regular set. 2, inhale, exhale. 3, push wide on the band. 4, squeeze your booty, find it. 5, I have to close my eyes, 100%. 6, really allow your chest to come forward. 7, even if it's counterintuitive. 8, squeeze your butt, find it. 9, and 10. Okay, weights come off. We're getting now into what I would consider like the main meat of our set. So you can drop your band. I'm gonna grab my bench here. So here's where we're gonna get spicy with equipment. If you have an ankle weight of any kind, strap it on, baby. Let's go. And if you don't have this, you could try putting a band around your legs for the kickback portion of this. So what I want you to do with your surface is take a leg up on it, and we're gonna try to find a similar position that we did in our kneeling squat. So that means hips back, a lot of angle here. And I'm hoping that I stay in frame in my camera. So I want you to drive your hips way back and hinge forward, like your ribs are coming to your thigh. And then we're gonna stand up and bring it down. So let's just workshop a bunch of these as I throw out a bunch of cues. As you sit back through your hips and step down through your foot, I want you to get that same sensation of stretch through the glute. At the top, try to picture your butt tucking under and your heel driving into the bench or the ottoman or whatever you're working with. So guess what? Because I have ankle weights, if you do too, you will already be weighting your step up a little bit. If you're going for something extra, grab a dumbbell or even two and add that to the situation. Now this is just our warm-up set, so I'm trying to stay between 15 and 20. We're just really getting a good burn there. So let's go ahead and step down. The same leg that was up is the leg that you're gonna do a nice long hydrant with. So I'm gonna hinge over, bend both knees. You're not gonna bend any farther and get like this weird short range of motion thing. I want you to keep your leg long, drive it not to the side, but a little bit to a back diagonal. Okay, go ahead and start sweeping that leg. Let me tell you, this is hot with the ankle weights. Sorry if it's a crotch shot. Hopefully you're not looking up my booty. So take a second, drop your shoulders, find your ideal degree of hinge. You want to feel the top of your gluteus maximus and a little bit of engagement of your glute medius, which is around to the side. Again, we're going roughly for 15 to 20 here, just to really find that right cheek. Let's do 3 more. 3, really drive that leg out. Lots of energy. 1 more, and let's do the other leg for step-ups. So I'm gonna say facing the same angle, go ahead and find your hinge first. If your body weight, great. If you've got your ankle weights on, also great. This is a little bit of balance too, so play with it. You're in your hinge. Oh, I'm cheating here because I got the rig. You can absolutely hold onto the wall, but try to just keep moving. Hips forward, chest forward, hips back. Glutes are squeezing. And then when you feel a little more confident, you can start to speed it up just a tad, but not at the expense of this feeling like just a boring old quad dominant step up. Visualize your glute stretching and then tucking under and contracting. I would advise that you don't straighten your working leg, your step up leg all the way. Right here at the top, tuck it under and my knee is still soft. That way we're staying in the glutes. Let's do a few more. Get that rhythm. If you want to grab a dumbbell, test it out with this on the other side. Woo! My left cheek and hip, all around, they're definitely weaker. So I know that that side is way harder. Okay, so other side. Again, a little bend through the knees, little hinge with the hips. Off we go. Out to that long lever, diagonal. Give me a nice strong exhale as you sweep the leg out. You can place your hand onto your stomach for a little bit of support. Remember, you're hinged forward to create the stretch across the glutes. That's a necessity in building a strong contraction through that muscle. And that will change the muscle. Okay, again, give me 3 more. 2, 1, and rest. Okie dokie. So let's do that 2 more times, our step ups with our hydrant, and then we're just gonna do a little bridge burnout for like a little cherry on top, okay? I'm gonna grab my 2 10-pound weights, and I've got my 5-pound ankle weights. Here we go. Let's go nice and slow, hips back. Start driving your working leg, which is your supporting leg, into your chair, ottoman. So stretch the glutes, tuck them under and contract them. This takes a lot of thought on your part. So fight to make that happen. Hips back. We're going nice and slow so that you have to build the control, especially on the way down. Right here, as you drop your hips and you drop your foot, try to control. Good. Let's power through. Let's do 5 more. 5. Woo, my ankle's wobbly, that's normal. 4, tight butts. Lift the glutes. 3, shoulders are down, chest is open. 2, last one. 1. Woo, that's way harder with the weight. So, the leg that was in front that you stood up on, that's our moving leg. Hinge forward, off we go. Sweep. Okay, even if you don't have a weight, an ankle weight, anything around there, maybe you can grab your band and put it around your legs. Whatever you're working with, try to activate that working glute as much as you can. Exhale. Core is tight, shoulders are down. Really sweep. I got 4 more. 4, I'm counting roughly in my head. 3, 2 more, squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift, good job. Other leg, grab the same amount of weights that you did before. Let's hinge it over. Okay, slow again, abs are tight. Drive through that foot with me and come back down. So let's talk about things you can think about, visuals to try to get the glute to grab. Your glutes run, they're striated on a diagonal, and you can picture that as you push into your foot. You can picture the diagonal quality of the muscle squeezing up and in, contracting. That was 5, so let's see if we can keep going. Between 12 and 15 is what we're going for on this side. If you need to go slower with the video, that's absolutely fine. If you're in a groove, you're like really super connected to your butt, then you can go a little faster. I try to keep my leg that's pushing off the floor real close to that bench. Let's do 1 more. You can do it, stand up. Good, and come down. Okay, other leg. Hinge, off we go. Nice big sweep. So strong glutes, they're beautiful. I love a good shapely booty as much as the next person, but let's not forget about the function, right? That strong glutes bring to the body. It makes a nice strong low back, makes the tailbone and the sides of the pelvis really nice and strong. If you've had kids, you might have noticed there was a little wiggle wobble back there. I got terrible tailbone pain when I was pregnant, so this helps strengthen that. 4 more. 4, 3, we're gonna do this 1 more time. 2, 1. Okay, get some water. Let's go right back in. Stay with me. Let's do 12. 12, 12, 12, 12. Lay on the ground, finish this sucker up. All right, grab as much weight as you have, a small child or your pet. Here we go. Let's go up for 1. Set it down with control. Squeeze and tuck. 2, visualize your booty cheeks. 3, especially the one that's driving and working forward. 4, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Stretch the glute, contract it. 5, hinge through your hips. That's really important to remember. 6, chest is open. Sorry for the breathing. 7, 8. So I love to breathe loudly, to be honest, because it makes you feel like really alive. That sounds corny, but give me 1 more, you guys. Like really powerful when you're blowing air out, breathing air in. It's just invigorating. Same leg, cheek. Here we go, tip it over. 12, 1, strong sweep. 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, we're working on the diagonal back. 7, 8. So we're not getting like the hip flexor. 10, 2 more. 11, 12. Well, that just flew by. Let's do the other leg. Finish this out strong. Leg forward, hips back. Here we go, the same degree of balance and precision. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, drive and tuck. Inhale at the bottom. 3, do you want a weird breathe with me too? Be my guest. 4, you're like, yes, I can do hard things. 5, even if this is not that hard to you, it's still just really good to focus on those benefits, moving oxygen and blood through your body. I'm at 8. Squeeze and lift. 9, picture a nice, strong, tight booty. 10, 2 more, you're doing great. Hips back, hips forward. 11, last one, find your balance. 12. All right, let's finish it out. Here we go. Side diagonal. 2, put some effort into it. 3, 4, sweep. 5, 6, 7. How high can you get the leg? 8, without displacing anything through the core. 10, 2 more. 11 and 12. Whoo, good job. I'm gonna take off my ankle weights really quick. You can leave them on if you have them. Comment below if you made it this far. Comment ankle weights, so I know if anyone even owns these. I might be the only one. Grab your band again. We're gonna burn it out for a little bridge. All right, just a little bridge series to finish and cool us off. So I want you to bridge, keep your hips high just like we did at the beginning. Look down your body, drive your knees out. Find that good squeeze, get all up in your feels as far as glute activation. Make those cheeks burn. And then let's just take it all the way down, up and squeeze. Close your eyes, all the way down. Up and squeeze, all the way down, up and squeeze. Let's start to build a little bit of tempo here. Down, squeeze and lift. Down, squeeze, down. As I start to get a little faster, I'm not gonna drop as lower. Down, little squeeze, down, little squeeze, down. Woo, let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7. Can you continue to push out on the band? 4, 3, 2, keep your hips up, hold. Open your eyes, look down your body, press out on the band, bring it in, out. If you take your hands to the sides of your hips, kind of on the sides of your booty, you're gonna feel a lot of movement, a lot of contraction there through the outer glutes, and that's what we want. Let's go a little faster here as well. 1, 2, 3, keep your hips up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's alternate down and out. Hips down, band out. Hips down, band out. So close your eyes again, get into your feels here. Squeeze your butt as hard as you can. Get a nice little burn. Take it down and out. 4, out. 3, out. 2 more. 2, out. Hold your hips up. We just flare to the finish. 16, 15, 14, 13. Hips as high as you can. Booty tight. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And roll it down. Good job. Take your band off. Hug your knees to your chest. I'm just gonna give you one nice glute stretch here if you want it. Take a leg, cross it over for a little figure 4. You might feel that enough as it is. Whew, I do. And then if you want a little more stretch, you'll just scoot your hips towards your ankle and then open and puff up through your chest a little bit. Whew, let's just stay there and breathe. So you could do, if you're a little more advanced, you could do that whole thing or just steal some of those exercises as an activation, warm up before you lift a little heavier, you do something else. Or if you just want to practice getting, let's switch sides, a better connection to your glutes. It's very common that we can't find that connection. Ooh, this other side. I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a comment below if you have any requests, and I'll see you in another video.